This is my customized Daniel Defense M4 version 5. And I would like to go into some of the details of it with you, show you how I built the gun and why it works so well for me. Now, one thing you do when you get a Daniel Defense M4 is that you get a really good base platform to be able to set the gun up the way you want to. I'm a left-handed shooter, and I always wanted to get a left-handed AR, but I found out with these new ARs that you really don't need one compared to the guns that we shot in the military that, the shells would hit you in the face. Now, with the Daniel Defense, first off, they're a great rail manufacturer, and they do supply you with one of their very lightweight rails. Now, this one is a little over 12 inches long, I think about 12 and a half inches, and as you can see, it's fully capable of placing all of your accessories on there. You also get a great top rail going across the gun as well. You can see there's a very small gap between the top rail and the upper itself. Allowing you to place things real forward on the rail. You can even overlap it if you want to. That gap right there. Now I have customized this gun quite a bit. As you can see, it's a lot of Magpul. A lot of AR builds are based on Magpul accessories, and I did do that. And Magpul, I can't tell you enough about this company. I do live in Colorado, and they are just a tremendous company for Coloradans. And we had the whole Magpul drop, and there's my bag full of Magpul mags right there that I got dropped off from them, airlifted to me. And not only did they do that, they supplied 100 magazines to each of the gun shops that you do business with in Colorado, just to give to their employees since they're leaving. I mean, you really can't say enough about that company. So support Magpul, definitely. Now, to go into more detail about the gun, I do have a CTR Magpul stock. It does come with a Magpul stock as well, but I wanted to change it up and change it to the CTR, because one reason I wanted to change the color because the one that came with was black, and another reason it had the MOE, so I was able to give that to a friend of mine for his AR. I have the MOE Plus grip, and the MOE Plus grip is really, really cool. It's not hard plastic. It's a soft rubber material, and it is sticky. As you can see, I'm just lightly touching it, dragging across my feet, dragging across my finger on it, and as you can tell, it's just grabbing my finger and pulling. So this is the type of grip you get with this on this grip, and when you have it in your hand, it's not going to slip, it's not going to fall. And here we go, we have the trigger guard, your standard Magpul trigger guard. Comes with the black one. I just want to change it for the theme of my gun. Then we have the the Magpul MBUS. To that in reverse. Here's your rear. That's the front. Then your rail covers and your angled foregrip. And it's the angled foregrip version 2. Now, also on the gun, I have a Surefire Scout light. And this light is, I think, 200 lumens. It's super bright. I placed the switch on the actual angled foregrip as well. I just used the sticky tape and the Velcro that it came with. And you can see, it lights up perfectly in the day. So, you won't have any trouble seeing spotlighting things at night, and also if it happens to be someone that you're spotlighting, blinding them at the same time. What you see here is a Burris AR-332 scope, 3 times magnification. A lot of times it's called the poor man's Trijicon. And it's really effective. It's a really effective scope. I've actually thought about going and get a Trijicon scope, but every time I've done it and I've taken a look at it, I've always bring my scope first just for comparison, and there's just not enough difference in quality for me to make that $2,100 jump. But I'm not saying that there isn't a difference in quality. I'm saying it's just not enough for me personally. Now, you can see I do have the the bolts set on here, and I do have them torqued in as well. But the thing is, you can't get the flip up. Can't get the quick disconnect mount as well, which is like $70. I just haven't done it yet. At the front of the rifle, you're going to see a primary weapon system FSC, flash suppressor compensator. Let me see if I can get a little better shot of this. There we go. And this is supremely effective. Supremely effective. I mean, look at the reviews on it on YouTube as well, and the comparisons between all the other compensators and muzzle brakes out there. And I haven't shot the Surefire muzzle brake, but from shooting this one, it's super flat. And also, it reduces the flash. Now, if you're going with the Surefire suppressor, sound suppressor, then of course the Surefire muzzle brake, you don't have to worry about the sound or the flash as well. But if you're not planning on doing that, I would definitely go with this. And if you're just going for a muzzle brake compensator, I would definitely consider this. I was sold $100, easy, not hard to do. Here's another shot of the scope, the Burris, and I can't say enough about it. I shoot groups at 300 yards, probably about, even though it's a 2-inch dot at 100 yards, at 300 yards, I'm still getting very, very small groups, 2 inches. And when I'm shooting rapid, double taps, rapid fire shooting, the PWS is able to keep that so flat I'm getting about 1/2-inch groups at 100 yards. I have a Geissele Super Semi-Auto enhanced trigger on here. I'm trying to bring it in so you can kind of see it. Came in for a second, but there you go. And the Geissele Super Auto is Super Semi-Auto is extremely effective trigger. The trigger pull is incredible. When you pull it, it's a 2-stage trigger. When you pull it, it's very decisive, very audible click. And then when you release it, it's very decisive as well. You can hear it, you can feel it. You know you've reset the trigger. You don't have to slap it, and that's the difference. Like, all people think it's just because it's trigger pull, it's light, it means you're going to be able to fire faster. I think the biggest difference of it is the precision of the trigger. You know when you pull the trigger, you know you release the trigger, so there's no reason for you to slap the trigger to try and get fast shots. You just squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, and repetitive shots are fast, as you've seen with professional shooters like Chris Costa. Well, here it is. My Daniel Defense M4 version 5. Hope you enjoyed it. You have a good day.